have all the information and pieces I need from this case, but why can't I identify the culprit? What am I missing? If we take into account the murder of Chris and everyone's alibis, that means someone must be lying. The culprit must be a mother. However, An was gambling with us, Dorothy was finding their children, and Eva claimed to have slept early, which is the most debatable alibi. I can't solve it. I don't know who it is. I'm missing something. There has to be something that will let me know who the real culprit is. There's only one way to find out. My eyes have been deceiving me this whole time. The real culprit for the murder of the Kogetsukan, it was... How are you doing, fellow masters? It's been a while. It's me, the Otaku. I'm not dead. I haven't disappeared. I've just been doing a lot of things and doing not so much on the off side too. It's clearly complicated, the world and the situation that we live in now. But anyways, so yeah, if you guys are looking for any Fate Grand Order content on my channel, then I deeply and humbly apologize, because it's been so long since I've updated or uploaded anything Fate Grand Order related. Just things have been, I've been exploring some other things and doing other things aside from Fate. It's not like I quit Fate Grand Order in particular, it's just that I've just been trying to do other things. So if you see my channel right now, it's like some channel update, guys. We'll get to the FGO news later eventually, but recently I've been playing Persona 5 Royal because that game is so damn good. I've been waiting for that thing for so long, and my game came in like late because it had to be delivered to me instead. So I've been playing that about almost every time I can. I have like hours and hours of my playthroughs and shit like on my channel. In terms of anime things, not so much. I haven't done anything anime related, and honestly I've been kind of slacking in anime because honestly I kind of forbade myself in Netflix and chilling and other Netflix shows and other things. There are some anime in Netflix, but I haven't been watching anime. I've actually been watching some, you know, American shows, other things. King's Avatar is another example. It's Chinese live action and based on a manhwa or whatever, or a webtoon. And like, yeah, literally like the last thing, I'm looking at my thing right now, it says like the last Fate Grand Order video I ever talked about was the end of Babylonia's anime. So I'm just like, damn, I haven't done like the podcast, which I'm doing right now. Technically I haven't done rolls. Well, technically I haven't been rolling, but I have some news about that. And yeah, it's just been really off because now, you know, it's just a different world we live in now. I've been doing other things, but I'll try to get back into it. Technically that's what I want to do with this video. So anyways, hopefully you guys understand if you are missing the FGL content. I will be back in rolling. I'm not quit rolling and stuff, and there's other things. I haven't talked about any of the events that have occurred like previously, although I'll talk about a few of them. But for now, thank you guys for understanding, and hope you guys enjoy today's podcast, because we got a lot of stuff to cover, because a lot of good stuff has actually happened this month. And you know, technically the month is ending. It's like right now it's May 28th, so I've been super late making this, but you know, a lot of cool things happened this month in May, and there's a lot of cool stuff to expect in June. So let's talk about everything. So first off, I'm gonna talk about some things that happened to me in May that I'm a lucky bastard, I'll just say that. Next, we'll talk about the Kogetsukan event, which was so damn awesome. I love that thing. And then we'll talk about the download campaign that's going on now. We'll talk about future updates for FGO. You might have seen them in the news lately. And future events for June, what to expect. And maybe some JP stuff, because JP stuff looks so damn good all the damn time. My goodness. Okay. Anyway, so May. So last time you saw me, well, let's actually check real quick. Last time you saw me, I did say last thing I made was the FGO Babylonia review, right? But in terms of the game stuff, I did a podcast where it looks like we're talking about Saber Wars and the what the fuck is it called? The Chaldea Boys Collection, right? And then before that, we had so many memories of this thing. We had the Fujino rolls for freaking Karno Kyokai's rerun. Now that shit was like, ooh. I'm gonna be honest here, like I went so hard in that and tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it didn't even really matter. and that just left me like I wouldn't say crippled, but like it just hurt a lot. So after that whole thing, I have to like save my quartz and resources and everything. Like literally, I think you already know that I have the sign in front of me that says like, if you roll on a banner that you're not planning for, then slap yourself. And I've done that many times. So yeah, I honestly forgot the fact that I did that thing in freaking sets. What's it called? The Setsubun with freaking Raiko and Shuten, and like, you know, the fact that I kind of didn't get whatchamacallit, what is her name? Fujino? No, I'll call her something else. The fact that I didn't get Fujino, it doesn't really hurt anymore too much. Like, yes, she is limited, and yes, you can boast about having her as limited, but let's be honest, I'm gonna get freaking Tomoe when the 4-star ticket comes up, unless I can summon her somehow. So yeah, screw you, Fujino. All that quartz and shit was a waste. But anyways, what I really want to talk about are some interesting things that happened in May, because let me go back in May real quick. The events list. I know what happened in Heart, but I just want to make sure that they all happened in May. And oh, did it happen in May? Oh, did I miss April too? Oh my god, I missed April too. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. So we have a lot of catching up to do. So with April, did I not talk about the Lost Belts? I guess I did talk Lost Belts. Okay, Lost Belt 1. So Lost Belt 1 happened after March. That's why I last made a FGO podcast video. Lost Belt 1 was awesome. I really like it. Now, this is the first, like, introduction to the story chapter of FGO and stuff, and I was just like wondering how this is gonna go, because, you know, after everything, after Solomon and shit and Epic Amendments, I was like, dude, this is like, it's like, what the hell's going on and shit. And I did the whole prologue stream thing, which is so good. And then Lost Belt 1 happened, I was like, damn, it was actually really good. Like, I like the story, and I like the characters, and like sometimes the quests could be challenging. The master quests, or not the master, when you're fighting master v master, I'm just like, bro, this fight is like not like something to fuck around with. Like, I really got my ass kicked the first time before I went to change up my party and tactics the second time, and I was like, damn, that's pretty dope. And that was a pretty good story, and that was pretty cool. I can't wait for Lost Belt 2, which is like Gothenburg, I believe. I can't pronounce foreign language correct because yeah. And so in that banner, we also had the new, what was it, Anastasia. We also had Atalanta Altar. We also had Avasbron, who I thought Avasbron was really cool in the story, and I actually don't have Avasbron. It's freaking stupid. So, like, you know, I tried friend pointing, I guess. I don't know if you can probably get him in friend points, but I just didn't get him at all. I don't think I spent a ticket in that banner at all too, so I'm not tempted. You guys believe me. Yeah, I didn't go for that thing, but, you know, Avasbron is cool, and I hope to get Avasbron eventually, because he's just 3-star, and I'm surprised I don't have him yet, which is weird. And then the next banner that came out was Anastasia Part 2, which was Ivan the Terrible and Salieri. Now, Salieri was so sick in the game, in the Anastasia chapter. Ivan the Terrible's boss battle was freaking awesome, but do I need these guys? Not so really. Like, Antonio Salieri is really good, and he is a 3-star Avenger, but if you really want this character, then I highly suggest that for our FGO anniversary, the 3rd anniversary, I'm pretty sure, in July, you go roll on the extra class banner, because that GSSR will be separated via classes. You will probably get a good amount of copies of him. I wouldn't say MP5, but hopefully you get a lot of good copies of him. And that's probably where I'll go roll too, so I can get him at least. Ivan the Terrible, I think he's limited, right? I don't think you can summon him anymore. But he's a pretty good rider in terms of buster stuff. I do have Drake, however, my priority in terms of riders right now is a single target rider. Yes, I technically do have Kentoki, but I want a 5-star rider. Then if you guys know my FGO history, you might know which certain rider I'm talking about that has eluded me last year, but we'll talk about it later. So after Anastasia happened, we had the Journey to the West rerun, which was one of my very first times actually doing this, because I think in the first time I did this event, I actually didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I was like a young lad, a young dumb otaku lad still in school, and prioritizing school over FGO, and I might have like disappeared from the game back in the day, but I actually did this rerun, and I was like, okay, I have to do this for once, because it's the last time we'll have it, and I'll get the CEs and whatever, blah 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 blah. And I did it, and I was like, okay, it's kind of confusing, it's kind of weird, but I still did it anyways. And this is where one of my very first mistrials happened in FGO, because I don't know if you check my support list or you're my friend or anything, but I was a fool, and I got tempted, because if you do know, for this banner or this event, there is a certain rate up for a certain someone here, a certain servant who is very highly acclaimed in FGO, and I might have been tempted to go for him. So, oops, that's not it. I'm trying to look for a thing. So if you don't follow me on Twitter at the Don't Taku, where I will post things off camera, off YouTube, or the likes, then you will see that I made a blunder essentially, and here it is. So the tweet reads, well, it happened again after Arthur. Oh, I didn't even talk about Arthur. Arthur Pendragon, but wow, 79 quartz, broke as fuck, and saving for SKADI, 33 quartz spent, all in single rolls, and I got a waiver. Yeah, I'm a bad, I think this happens to me all the damn time. Like, I seriously, you know, I make this, like, decisions, like, okay, you can't do this, like, you know, you're supposed to be saving for SKADI, and then, like, shit, waivers here. Maybe my single roll is good, and I fucking got him. So what, 79 quartz and 33 quartz, so that's 46 quartz single. Wait, what the fuck? How the hell did this work? 79 quartz. Oh no, okay, I had 79 quartz and I used 33 quartz in singles. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I almost couldn't understand my language for a second. So yeah, very interesting what the fuck I did here. So that's 11 singles, and I got waiver. So that actually brings me back to my point, and I should actually talk about it. But back in it was April in the Chaldea Boys, because we had the Apocrypha event, we had the Chaldea Boys, we had let me see other things. That was it actually. Oh wait, no, Chaldea Boys was in March, right? Oh shit. Wait, oh yeah, it was. What the fuck? I did this in March? Oh my goodness, I'm a fool. Okay, yeah, back in March. That's like literally after I stopped uploading anything, Chaldea Boys happened, and then I saw fucking Arthur. And as you know, me guys, I am an Artoria / King Arthur / freaking round table guy and my support list and shit, and I love the character, and I'm just like, damn, he's right here. There is technically a raid up like far in the future, like some kind of Fate prototype shit where he's on solo raid up with Ozymandias, but I'm just like, I have a few tickets because they gave us tickets during the whatchamacallit. Wait, did I not talk about this actually? One second, I'm gonna go fact check this thing because I don't know if I talked about this at all in my last podcast. Maybe. No, I don't think I did. Okay, just in case I did, but yeah, essentially my tweet reads here. Number 1, I did listen to my own device to save. Number 2, 17 tickets. Number 3, so yeah, I got Arthur after 17 tickets, and I'm pretty sure during the event they give you like a few tickets. I don't remember, like I think it was like 7 tickets for logging in and stuff, and I might have used that to contribute to this thing. So frick, I'm a lucky bastard. So essentially what happened after the whole shenanigan with freaking Fujino was I saved up everything. I was like, okay, you know what? Fujino destroyed me. I gotta save up for SKADI, or not SKADI, or for other people and stuff in the middle of the month and stuff. And then I saw this. I was like super tempted. 17 tickets. Fuck Arthur. It was like, oh fuck, dude. Like I freaking like risk and reward shit, you know. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I have Arthur. And then freaking what was it in wait, is this still in April? Wait, well, fucking what was April? Oh yeah, Journeys to the West happened, and then freaking waiver after I'm not using tickets, I'm using single rolls, but then with chords, and I freaking got waiver, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, this is where all the freaking Fujino shit went to, like all the bad luck that came from that despicable roll or memory and stuff. So that was interesting, and now I have both waiver and Arthur leveled up. I wouldn't say fully skilled yet. Well, actually, I think, do I have waiver fully skilled? Let me double check that, because that is one of the most important things about waiver-san. Where's my FGO? Let me check real quick. Waiver-san. Did you 10-10-10? He is 10-10-10. Okay, good. Now I have my own waiver battery. Now, once hopefully I get stuff off, I will be getting the trio of freaking whatchamacallit of caster support memes. So I'll have Waver the generic, I have Tamamo the arts, and I'll have Merlin the buster, and then SKADI the quick. So that is the goal for July. So oh my goodness, well at least now these days I don't have to rely on support Waver anymore. So thank you world, and you know, thank you freaking FGO gods for blessing me with 2 damn 5 stars in like, let me see, this tweet happened on April, and then I think, yeah, it happened a month after. So that's all what happened. You're all caught up in terms of the shenanigans and shit that happened with, that is, Arthur and Waver. So now what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Kogetsukan. So yeah, that happened, and then let's see here. So yeah, last thing that happened was Waver, and I started saving. So Apocrypha happened, and that was a pretty cool event. I actually really liked that event a lot, and I can't wait for his rerun. I did not roll for the banner. I was very tempted to roll for certain characters. Actually, you know what? I confess, I think I put like 5 tickets towards Mordred, because I was tempted as fuck, because I'm pretty sure at the same time JP announced the Apocrypha rerun, and then I saw that Mordred got her outfit from the Apocrypha anime. I was like, oh fuck, tempted. I tried 5 tickets and that was it. And now these days I don't freaking take the tickets out of my gift box or the courts, because I'm a dirty hypocrite and I don't listen to myself. So yeah, take heed to your words, guys. So yeah, Apocrypha happened. That was pretty cool. We got Sig. I got Sig. Sig's awesome. And you know, Fate Apocrypha was a pretty cool anime. You should check it out. Then it was just pretty chill. We had the interlude campaign, and then we had Kogetsukan. Now I want to talk about Kogetsukan so much because I honestly think that this was one of my most favorite events like in a long time. And one, because it's sort of really different than most events. Like, you know, it was really chill. Like, I didn't have to like grind and look up guides and set up parties and fight and shit. I was literally reading a mystery novel and trying to solve the freaking end of it. And I was like, bro, this is like so cool. And technically it's still going on, actually. I'm pretty sure it's still going on. Let me see. I know we have a few more days, and I think I have a week left in this Kogetsukan. I already did the whole quest, and I completed the mystery detective domo at the scene. But yeah, we have 5 days left, so that was a pretty cool scene. I'll talk spoilers eventually afterwards, but for now I'll talk about it in a general sense for people who haven't completed the story or want to solve the mystery, so don't get spoiled. So yeah, this mystery event thing was so damn cool. I loved it. I was like, okay, we actually get to read the story and then just basically play detective. And I was like analyzing the shit out of the text and rereading it once like you had the chance to vote. I actually didn't vote, but I'm pretty sure, like, you know, we get 10 courts because the majority of players looked up on JP Wikia who the real culprit was. I'll admit I was not guilty of that. I actually didn't get spoiled of who the actual thing was until I was trying to vote, because it shows a poll of people of who they voted for already, and I was just like, oh, I guess it's this person. So after that I was like, okay, why is it this person? Because I'm pretty sure my facts and my deduction literally point to someone else. And you'll see here, I'll put hopefully my notes. I legit took notes of every conversation and events of order of the mystery, and I was just like, bro, this is really awesome. And I was like, okay, how is it this person? And then like I looked back at like a lot of chapters and text and stuff and skipping, and I was like, I found the two or like some pieces of text that like, you know, answer my question. I was like, oh my goodness, like, wait, does this mean that this is this? And then like, oh wait, if I go back to this scene and this confrontation and I look at the text there, and I was like, oh my goodness, if I combine these together, it all makes sense. And like, you know, it's legit like detective work. And I was like, it's a small ass mystery, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. And yeah, I didn't want to spoil myself with the answer afterwards. And I was like, okay, I know what it is. Oh, actually, I forgot to bring up a good point, because they actually put Guda Guda 2's rerun right before the Kogetsukan, so they switched the order from JP. I'm actually looking at the JP timeline right now. So we had Guda Guda 2 rerun, and that was pretty cool for people who don't have Cha-Cha yet. Cha-Cha is pretty great because she's a Buster Berserker AoE, so hopefully you guys pick that up. And it was really easy this event because I have all my old stuff from last time. So yeah. So yeah, that happened. Guda Guda happened. Okita, oh my goodness, Okita freaking Soji looking so dang awesome. And I was like super tempted to roll for her. I like samurais, bro. I like sabers. Like, honestly, sabers is my favorite class. And I was like, you know what, she'd be cool to have. but I already have Musashi, and I can't start swiping quartz anymore. Like literally, all my quartz are stuck in my gift box, and my tickets are stuck in my gift box, and I don't touch the damn button. I don't visit the summon page. I don't look at people roll. Sometimes I look at people roll, but I don't get tempted. I hopefully don't, because there's so much other priorities coming up real soon. So yeah, that was pretty cool. If you got Okita or Guda, freaking what's his name, Hijikata and Chacha, and then Kogetsukan, you know, freaking what's his name, Sherlock Holmes is on Raid Up. So if you really want Sherlock, then feel free to do that. I personally am not interested in his character, or I mean, I like his character, but like in terms of him and his gameplay, like I already got Jean, so I don't need another ruler that will help me, like, you know, stall for things or whatever. So yeah, I mean, if I get him through GSR, then fudge, whatever, I guess. I mean, I did try to put 5 tickets in him previous what the hell is it called, the anniversary, if you all remember that. So yeah, so you know, Kogetsukan, it's all good and whatnot, but so if you haven't completed the story yet, then close your ears for a bit, because the way the culprit got revealed, actually, yeah, the way the culprit got revealed was so dang thing, because essentially it's a misdirect, and I'm just like, you know, they had this whole supernatural illusionary thing that I'm just like, okay, the culprit is supposed to be this, so there has to be this person because everyone else has alibi and stuff, but then, like, you know, the actual person is this, and I was like, oh shit, they did a mind frick in us in the story, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, wow, what an interesting plot, dude. That story was pretty cool. I actually did not spoiler of Kogetsukan. That's pretty cool. And honestly, it's pretty cool you can play Kogetsukan just by completing Singularity F. So technically all the new players can play it, and they'll get free 10 Saquons, because all the story battles in there are scripted, and you probably should win. Hopefully you guys won those fights, but yeah, it should be easy. And then now we're just chilling, because right now we have awesome stuff with the not 13 million, that's freaking JP. We have a 10 million download campaign going on right now for what's it called, for FGO. Amazing, subarashi. And what can I say, guys? This update came with so much good stuff. So let me actually go check out the page. Let me see, where's the page? Here we go. Check out the US version, because there's a lot of different things that's going on right now in terms of the download campaign compared to JP. So let me see here. So yeah, regular standard login bonuses, login 7 days, you'll get like tens of everything and stuff. So EXP, apples, faux cards, QP, summon tickets. Those are the real key right there, the tickets, man, because I'm broke as fuck, and I think I only have like 15 tickets right now. I'm very tempted to spend them in a certain manner, but can't do it. So we also have a bunch of master missions. If you check your master missions right now, because we are also doing this alongside the monster hunting quest. So it is very important that you do those quests. Like, you probably should have the AP to do it. Like, if you do Kogetsukan, they're all like 0 AP or 5 AP or whatever, the low cost. Do the monster hunting quests, because they will give you EXP, they'll give you mats and stuff, and these master missions require you to do them at least one time. So there are 14 different master missions from the looks of it, if I'm counting correctly. And it says that, you know, the first day, complete like a skeleton hunt quest, complete a Lamia monster hunt quest, complete a chimera or dragon hunt quest, and you do them, you get mats. We're all savvy, and then essentially what happens is once you complete like a certain amount of quests 7 more times, they'll give you quartz for everything. So they'll give you 7 quartz, and then if you complete like all the monster hunting mission quests, master missions, you'll get like even more shit. So in total, I'm looking at this right now, it's like 13 quartz plus 10 million QP. That is a lot of free stuff. And also for other people who are in QP hell like me, you know how important these things are, because I had to level up freaking Arthur and Waver. So yes, I'm in QP hell. So there's that. The social media campaign actually happened already, I think. I don't know if we got these quartz yet. Yeah, so supposedly we had 30 quartz because we retweet that stuff in Facebook and Twitter. Thank you goodness, you all. for those of you who don't know, all the retweet and social media campaigns that FGO does are all, from my knowledge and experience before, are on freaking Twitter and Facebook. So if you don't have a Facebook or Twitter and you want all these free goodies and want to contribute, make a Facebook and Twitter. Honestly, I made a Twitter because that's where all the Japanese seiyus and all the other companies and stuff are on. So I was like, cool, I'll do that there. Next up, this is something that I really enjoy, and like it's really questioning for the NA players right now in the game. So we have animation updates for servants, and this is unexpected because a lot of these servants don't actually get their things until very later, and this is just going to show that even more animations may come early for us English players, which is a godsend, because seriously, like, all these animations are great, and like if they give us like some of the top tier animations, like my girl Artoria Pendragon and her animation update, that would be I would be so damn happy, and I would use her so much more. So the 7 servants are 7 servants, I got that right on first try, that got animation updates. Number 1, we have Melt Lilith. So Melt Lilith actually gets her thing, I'm pretty sure, in the next CCC rerun, which is like, I don't know, a year or 2 later, so early. Iskander, I'm pretty sure he gets his during Fate Zero rerun. Let's see, Ilya's Spiel von Einsberg. Ilya got a animation update, and it's freaking great because now it looks freaking polished and shit. And she has the one attack where she uses Bazaka. And I was like, yes, thank goodness. I just need Miyu now, but that's until next year. So yeah, Ilya, awesome. I think her thing came out during the, I don't know exactly what. It didn't come out during the rerun for the Ilya codes, right? I don't think so. Next we had Lancelot. Now Lancelots are freaking awesome, and as much as I like to praise Lancelot's animations, I don't have a Lancelot, so yeah, 4 stars are hard to get, guys, but his animation looks cool, so honestly it's really nice, and hopefully I get spooked by him eventually. I don't know when his came out, but I mean, I would assume during the same time as Iskander during the Fate Zero rerun. Next we had Tamamo Cat. Now I have Tamamo Cat, I don't use her too much, but now her animations actually make her look really cool. It's not basic attack animations, so I might want to reuse her a lot. I don't know exactly when her animations came out too, so, but it's just cool, you know, quality of life updates. Alexander, 3-star. Now this is really interesting because I don't remember his update either, but they gave Iskander and Alexander one, so 2 peas of a pod. Great, awesome. And you know, I actually have him leveled up. I used him quite a lot during the Setsubun, which is a really cool event too. Next up we have Lu Bu. Now correct me if I'm wrong, Lu Bu came out just recently in JP. I feel like it, like I swear, like there was an anniversary or some kind of like freaking live broadcast that JP did, and I saw they had animation update for Lu Bu, and I was like, oh hey, you know, cool. I'm pretty sure he was with Medea Lily, correct me if I'm wrong, but we got his really early, and he's a 3-star, so that's totally fine. So what this means in terms of FGO, NA, and us players is that we have potential to get animation sprite updates and animations and stuff early. Now, why is this important? Is because in the news, if you check the news of FGO, they stated that we will be getting an update for the game in terms of the game's game engine update. So that means like the graphics and stuff, and I'm not exactly too sure like what this means, but like the game engine, like how it flows, the look, the graphics and everything, it's getting updated. So that's really good for us. That's really good news for us, because I think this will fix an issue that iPhones have. Now I have an issue with my iPhone account that I play with, and it would lag a lot, and I'm just like, bro, I can't. It's like intolerable to play on an iPhone right now, and I just stick to my main account. But essentially they're doing, you know, this graphic update thing, I guess, because if you see JP gameplay of FGO right now, they have some immense, incredible, and visual spectacle shit of like awesomeness, like literally that's what I imagine how to describe it. But yeah, so JP has incredible animations and incredible attack visuals and stuff that get super polished. Like things get updated and things get changed to make words. Things get changed to make look more grand and stuff. I don't even know if I said the right thing, but essentially, like, an example of this is from one example, my favorite servant, Artoria, and my girl. So she's been updated in terms of her animation like at least twice in JP, and then I'm assuming when this new engine stuff happened, like, they freaking revamped her and remastered her to 2000. Her current animation in JP is perfect, and I would love to get that like soon, and that's a theory I have. So in details, it says here that they're changing an update for June. The game engine will change from Unity 5 to Unity 2018. So I think I heard that this is the same engine that JP uses, so we're on the terms with them, and that's pretty awesome. That means we can get all the cool NP animations that they get or have right now, because literally, like, let me think about this. The one who has the most visually crazy Noble Phantasm right now might be, like, I don't know, the top of my head, like Abigail or Achilles, because they start to utilize the whole 3D effect thing, and it's not just a 2D thing looking left or right, and they try to make things look more spectacular and grand and stuff. For example, if you look up Artoria Pendragon's NP animation in the game right now for JP, it looks super detailed and super visually stunning compared to what we have right now in America. And I think it's kind of things like that they will need this new game engine update to present to us in FGO NA, which is really good. So the only thing with this is that you should probably have a transfer number, because people are like, they're telling us, like, in the off chance that somehow your game data gets erased or your account gets erased and something like that, you should like have a transfer number and stuff. And let's see here. Support device will not change the game update engine. However, we request that all users take opportunity to generate a transfer number. So yeah, make a transfer number. If you haven't made one in a while, make a transfer number, write it down and stuff, because in case something bad happens when they're trying to change the game engine and stuff, then you won't lose your shit. Because if I lost my shit, I would freak the fuck out. I will literally freak the fuck out if I lose all my shit. So make a transfer number. So there's that. And that's really interesting. That's coming real soon, considering we're at the end of May. We don't know exactly when in June it will happen, but the anniversary is not in June, it's in July, so that's pretty interesting. So that's awesome to expect. I can't wait for that, and hopefully it fixes the issue I hear from a lot of iPhone users, especially me personally, because I had a lot of lag and delay and some kind of freaking rigged artwork or rigged animation when I played the game on my phone. So yeah, there's that. And I think the animations from all the certs that we got now in this download campaign are kind of like people that were like, before the game engine updates. So that's pretty cool. Or actually, I don't know. Like I just like, they give us like these guys. I was like, yeah, here's these. We're gonna change the game next month. So I don't know. So my personal theory that I really want to come true is that because in July we have the anniversary for NA, so the 3rd anniversary, and in that anniversary we get a bunch of servant interludes and rank up quests, and one servant in particular that I favor so much and really want their freaking buff is Artoria, which is her 3rd skill to also get an NP gauge charge with her crits. And if we're getting an updated game engine by then, my hope is that we get her freaking animation rework, update, remaster thing from JP at that time. And if that happens, I will freak the frick out, because that shit's nice. And a bunch of other people there. I don't know exactly who else there would get a animation update. I don't know. But anyways, there's that. So yeah, animation updates. So in other terms, for the 10 million download campaign, we have the banner for all the Summer 1 servants. Summer 1 Part 1, yeah. So here we got Tamamo Lancer, we got Anne Bonnie Mareed Archer, Kyohime Lancer, and Mordred Rider, who Mordred Rider I hear is really famous for being really good at NP spammy. And I didn't roll in this banner actually I think I spent a few in this banner when it first came out, but then like I didn't get anyone. And if anything, I would really like to have Kyohime Lancer and Mordred Rider, because they're like they're waifu. But I mean, I can't, guys. Like, I'm too damn tempted to roll this banner, but SKADI comes out soon, and other people come in soon for next month. Actually, I forgot to mention this also, but we also have expanded second archive storage in the Mana Prism shop for Da Vinci's thing. So if you need space, which I seriously need more space, like, I'm thankful they freaking put this out there, because literally, like, there's so many damn CEs, like, in this game. Like, there's more CEs than servants, I'm pretty sure, and it's just like so damn annoying that you can easily get more CEs than servants, and I'm running out of space, like, legit. So thankfully I got 50 extra expanded space. Also, Da Vinci's shop gave us 5 extra tickets than the usual ones that we get every month, so extra tickets, boys. Nice. That's it. We also have the hunting quest, which I talked about. If you're really looking for mats, then do those quests. We also have 2-time great success rates for enhancing servants and oh, I need to do CE bombs. I forgot about that, actually. Yeah, that's really good. And it looks like also half QP for servant and CE enhancements. Also doing some double friend points thing. That's pretty good. I'm actually running low on friend points because I always spam the shit out of that for like CE bombs and other servants and events when there's things like that. And then it looks like we're doing a 1/4 half AP campaign for the first story of the game, which is like good for people trying to catch up to the game, which is really nice. Especially like to do Solomon and stuff. My advice for people like you guys who are trying to catch up and like you need to complete Solomon to do things in the game, literally, like, take my word for it. If you really want to read everything, then read fast or skim, but really skip, do the battles, and then if you really want to read everything afterwards, you can read it in my room. They have all the history and the data there, so feel free to do that. And that's it for 10 million downloads campaign for America. So that's it currently for America. Right now, we're just at the end of May. We still have the Kogetsukan for people who haven't read it or wanted to do the thing, although technically the case has been solved. That's pretty cool. The monster hunting quest, really good. Mats, EXP cards, the 10 million downloads campaign. Don't break your login streak, guys. If you break your login streak, you will miss the chance for 10 tickets. If I actually get these 10 tickets, I will have 25 tickets by the end of this. So, temptations, boys. And anyways, that's it for May, because literally we are like 2 days away from the completion of May and everything. Now we get to look forward to what's coming next month in June, because a lot of good things in June, right? So, new month, the last month before July, which is the anniversary. So get ready, guys, for 2 events. Literally only 2 events in June. So that would be Guda Guda 3 and the Summer 2. I think this is the Summer 2 rerun, right? Yes. So very exciting events personally, and like tempting events in a lot of ways. So Guda Guda 3, let me just get right off the bat with this event, because Guda Guda 2 was awesome. Guda Guda 3, let's just say it's not like one of my favorite kind of event things. So this event will deal with mission style things, so you have to, complete missions to progress through the story, like Karna Kyokai. Now Karna Kyokai was easier the second time. Doing these the first time is going to be really thing. Probably could find guides and stuff online by other YouTubers or the FGO database Discord, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully I'll get through this and stuff, completing the missions to get Sakamoto Ryoma, I believe his name is. He seems pretty cool. He's a single target arts writer, so that's really nice. Indeed, I've been looking for single target writers. That's why I grilled my Ushi, but he seems pretty cool. And his whole little his thing where he has like this chick behind her, like a ghost, like as a bodyguard or whatever, or persona. It's pretty cool. I like it. So in this event, we have the long-awaited and very interesting and so damn tempting servants. Let me get their name right. 1 second. Okada Izo. Yeah, a 3-star servant, Okada Izo, who is limited, in fact. Yeah, I'm just kidding. We're talking about freaking Okita Alter. So yes, Okita Alter is the main servant in this Guda Guda 3 event, and she is pretty interesting. So I've talked about her highly. I thought she looks cool, and I think I talked about her highly in one of my old videos where I talked about servants to look forward to in 2020 for America. and she's one of them. She is an alter ego 5-star who will deal buster AoE damage to all of her enemies, and alter egos deal damage against the cavalry, yada yada and stuff. And she's a freaking samurai and stuff, so if you're into that and you like Okita as a character, then she's freaking awesome. Now, I don't have Okita regular saber, but I like the character look, and like she's just like, her NP animation is so damn cool when she just freaking shoots the freaking beam out of her sword like most sabers supposed to do. Like, it looks cool. So now the question is it like really worth for me to roll on this? Because I'll have you guys know that I have a certain freaking alter ego in my team already, in my Caldea, that is NP5 and does somewhat the same thing. So that's like really what kind of draws me away from trying to roll for Okita in terms of just, you know, waifu and stuff. So if you guys are going for Okita, I wish you the best of luck. But you know, honestly, for me, I really might try a bit to roll for this banner, not for Okita, but for the 3-star limited servant Okada Izo, who I hear is regarded as a really cool 3-star servant. Getting him to MP5 will be a challenge because at most I really only want one because he's limited. So he's limited 3-star servant that comes in this event, and like I hear he's a really good servant against human enemies, and he's an evade, grants damage against human enemies, pretty cool. Increased crit star absorption, he's an assassin, single target arts assassin, pretty cool. So yeah, people highly talk about this guy a lot, so I'm really interested to see what his whole shtick is, and hopefully I can pull him on just one of him at most. I tried looking at people rolling and I was like, damn, they had a hard time rolling for this dang 3-star, like come on. So in this event there will be different rate up times for servants if you're looking for people. So other people on rate up here, it looks like Li Shiwen's on rate up, also Emiya Archer, and that's it. They have Medusa and Medea and Okada. So my goal would be to roll for him probably when Li Shiwen or Emiya are on rate up as well, or solo rate up. So it's really more congested and easier for me to roll per se. So yeah, I can't wait for this event. Hopefully they won't be too hard, like, you know, and I might get some CEs. Hopefully, I might just throw a few tickets in here, but I can't throw every single thing I have in here, like freaking Fujino and that shit, because after this is, sorry, I had to burp. I've been talking for 40 minutes straight. My redemption. This is like the one thing I've been looking forward to for so damn long, because I need to redeem myself for this shit, and that is the Summer 2 rerun. And now you may ask, why am I looking forward to this event in particular? Well, it's because of last year where I had it was a pretty cool event. I completed it, so doing it will be easy. It's just the servant. So as we all know, Summer is a banner where we get tempted, and it is freaking split into 2 different banners with very high temptations and stuff, and for people to summon and wail and stuff. And in part 1, I do actually have what the fuck is their thing? I do actually have Caster Nero because of other things. You can check out that video when I rolled for her. But essentially what happened was I was trying to do friend point summons for the CE, and I was like, fuck, I'm not getting anything in here. Let me just like throw a quick multi or a few tickets in here, try to get some CEs. And then I got Caster Nero. I was like, fuck, my goal here is freaking in the part 2 banner with Maid Altar. So one of my mistakes from last year is that, so I went to roll for Maid Altar last year, and you can check out that video if you want, but basically is I didn't get her, and you know, I might have made a few mistakes in that video slash banner slash thing, whatever, so and got unlucky. So basically she is my goal for this thing, because as I said, like when I was talking about getting Arthur in freaking April or May or March, I am a collector of Artorias. I am a collector of Arthur, I am a collector of Artorias. I like the character, and I must have all of them, or not all of them, at least like, you know, fill my support page with them. I do technically have Santa Altar Artoria. However, Maid Altar is a 5-star rider, and she's a single target rider, and she is quick, so she will do good with SKADI. And honestly, I kind of really do want to have her because she looks freaking hot in that damn swimsuit, so that's pretty cool. And whatchamacallit, and I'll have a 5-star single target rider to use finally. That's not what's his name? What's his name? Kentucky. Yeah, it's not Kentucky. So my mistake, or I wouldn't say mistake, but essentially what I did last year was I was rolling when the event came out, or the part 2 thing came out, and that came with other raid up servants, which were Helena Archer and Lancer Raiko. Now I tried to thing because I thought I would get lucky, but apparently my luck for rolling in summer banners is really a thing, and I didn't get her. I got all the 4 stars though, surprisingly, so hopefully in this one I'll have a lot better luck, basically because I'm going to be waiting for the raid up to be only what's it called, Maid Alter and Raiko. Now Helena Archer, I have like I think Epi 2 of her, but literally like I'm waiting for Raiko, because Raiko Lancer is actually really good. She's a pretty solid single target buster Lancer. So if I want to have anyone else get dupes or NP5 or whatever, I'll have it be Raiko Lancer. So my plan for that is to wait until it is just Maid Alter and Lancer Raiko on raid up and go ham. I wouldn't say go too ham, because I also have freaking conflictions, because after this month is the anniversary with SKADI, and before that there's actually Lost Belt 2, so I'll have a little time to build up resources before then. But it's just like, if I go all in on this trying for Maid Alter and I go I'm freaking broke with flat right before SKADI happens. Now technically when SKADI comes out, we do get some cool quartz and a good amount of quartz, generous quartz, due to reasons that I won't say, but like if I can get somehow Maid Alter really fast, then like it would be a godsend, because literally this is like my history with summer. So in summer 1 I tried to go for Artoria Archer in the second part banner with everyone else on it. I got Marie Castor Antoinette and Martha Ruler and no 5-star Artoria, and then I came back to it last year, or the year after the rerun, and I waited for Martha and solo raid up with Arthur, and I got Arthur really fast. So hopefully my luck is the same like that, whereas I have to wait a year. I have to get them to teased a bit with the 5-star servant, like, you know, I tried for you last time and I'll wait a year later for your rerun. Wait till you're on raid up with someone else just by yourself, and then go for you and then get lucky. So that is my goal, really. Like I know I kind of like I got super damn lucky. I'm a lucky bastard for getting Arthur and Waver like in month intervals, and freaking was like 17 tickets and then 11 single rolls in ports and whatever. But I must go all ham for Maid Alter. I tried going for my GSSR this year. If you guys saw that video, that was terrible, because I pulled a certain cavalry person who's not like, I don't hate her, it's just like I don't know if I'm gonna use you or not. But yes, this is like my goal, and this is like what I've been waiting for, and why I haven't been really posting a lot of FGO stuff and rolls and whatever. I've just been saving. I've been doing the save game. Now technically I could have recorded the rolls for Waver and Arthur, but like once again I was like doing something stupid. I was like, maybe I won't get lucky, I won't record it, I'll just like YOLO rolls with it. But like, you will see me, the next FGO rolls video you will see from me is from this banner. So I hope to see everyone there. I hope to the FGO lords and my Artoria statue, that I will get lucky here and I'll be blessed, and hopefully you will get to experience that in that video. So stay tuned for that, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen and masters. Now that's the biggest talk I've ever had. But yeah, so I can't wait for freaking that event. Now I get to talk about the thing that probably everyone's going to be talking about, which is FGO's 3rd anniversary for America, which is basically, so yeah, June is basically Guda Guda 3 and Summer rerun. So that means 2 whole events take up the whole span of that month, which is pretty incredible if I do say so myself. But I mean, hopefully the events are story locked, or like, you know, locked behind dates, so I can just complete them early and then farm and shit until like the ends of the earth, and then be chilled with it, because I also multitask other mobile games like Vanguard Zero, if you guys will check out my Twitter. But yeah, so literally after summer rerun, then we have the Lost Belt 2, which I can maybe not go into more detail with, because I'm not too thinking about that. I'm not too stressed about it. It's literally just whatchamacallit, Story Belt 2, Lost Belt 2. The only thing I should note about Lost Belt 2 is that if you completed Lost Belt 1 already, when Lost Belt 2 releases, then I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get like 10 extra quartz or some sort of quartz when it happens. So complete the Lost Belt 1 already, just do it. If you have to skip the Epic of Remnants, then feel free to do that, because you can do those anytime. So yeah, the 3rd anniversary, this is a big ass event that I've been expecting and waiting for, and probably a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. And yes, it is the debut of SKADI, who is basically Quick Merlin, and basically will, you know, make the rise of the quick meta, because her skills are pretty good. I actually looked them over again because I don't know them to heart, but her first skill is to give someone quick buff and then increase their quick crit damage from quick cards. So quick meta is coming into fruition. Her second skill is a reduced defense for all the enemies, and her third skill is a NP charge for any servant targetable, and it goes from 30 to 50%. So I understand the SKADI memes now, because if you have 2 SKADIs that are their third skill at level 10, you can basically charge someone's NP gain for a whole NP bar for free. Now it's kind of like Merlin. Merlin can do like 30 or 50% to a certain person, but he does like 10 and then 10 to the whole party and then 30 to someone else, so it doesn't really count. But SKADI has some pretty good potential in terms of like, just, you know, you charge someone's NP if you have 2 of them. You give someone 50% NP charge. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. So I understand the memes now and the quick teams that will come after her release. So aside from that, a lot of good stuff comes for the FGO anniversary. So we also have the guaranteed SSR roll banner thing, which is amazing and probably better than the last one, because freaking New Year's was cavalry and knights and I got fucked. So this one we also have the GSSR, but it's separated by class. Now that is awesome, and you could probably check out the classes, or you probably know who are in the classes. So it's like Saber class, Archer, Lancer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserkers, and then extras are all in one. So yeah, a lot of cool servants to expect in this banner, this GSSR. And the great thing, it is half quartz. It is 15 paid quartz. Usually, I think this is the first time that we're having it being 15 instead of 30 paid quartz. And I don't know, to my knowledge, if all the remaining GSSRs in the future will become 15, or they'll switch on and off from 15 to 30. But having it be half off is great, and you can choose which class you want. So that means you get a lot of good potential for good chances for people and servants and whatnot. So my personal pick and my personal first thought would always go to the extra class, because number one, you're guaranteed Salieri, who is a 3-star Avenger. So if you don't have an Avenger or extra class servant, pretty good place to look at. Next, and then, you know, the potential 5-star pool that are in the extra class, you have the Avengers, the Rulers, the Alter Egos, the Foreigners. They are all really good. And honestly, like, if I started this game new and I had to pick a class, like literally extra class is like guaranteed. You're guaranteed someone good. Like at most, the only people I would say are kind of meh is Jeanne d'Arc and Sherlock Holmes, because they are rulers and they're defensive and stuff, and you know, they only use them for like, you know, John is like a install team, Sherlock can like, you know, debuff enemies and other things. I don't really have him and know what he's used for. I don't see him in other teams too much either, so I'm not too knowledgeable about how he fares in combat and stuff. But like literally those two are like the only ones that I would say are like a big turnoffs for me for rolling on this. However, everyone else is freaking good. Okita Alter Ego Buster, great. Sessho and Kiara, I did not roll for her personally, but I know she's Alter Ego and she can do some interesting shenanigans. Alter Ego AoE arts, pretty good. Melt Lilith, single target quick, I think, and she had an animation update, so that's pretty cool. And then Katsuki Hokusai, Foreigner, oh my goodness, great, honestly, really good. Foreigner classes, Abby and Hokusai, both are great choices. Jeanne d'Arc, Alter. You also have Edmond Dantes, the 2 Avengers of this thing. You also could be spooked by Gorgon or Shinjuku Avenger, so that's also a plus. And then Shiro, who is the only offensive ruler in this banner. So these are all really solid servants. Like, if worst comes to worst, some freaking how, and I don't get made alter, then maybe I'd be tempted to roll for riders. But extra class is solid. Like, I'm guaranteed, like, a majority of people are gonna roll for extra class, because I wouldn't even mind getting NP2 of someone in here, because, like, shoot, it just makes them stronger. Like, I'm down for that. Why not? So, very awesome event here. Very good. Can't wait to see this GSR. Among other things, for FGO's anniversary, we also have the SKADI trial quest. You have some strengthening quests, which I already talked about a little bit, but I mean, we'll save that until the day comes. You have a bunch of other things, like you're supposed to be getting a bunch of quartz for reasons and stuff, and CE sort of thing where you pick a character you like, and a lot of summon tickets, a lot of things in the Da Vinci shop. Servant and CE expansion, not like whatchamacallit, freaking mana prison thing, but like they will expand the game for you because the game is that big. So awesome. And yeah, dude, this is just really great. Really awesome stuff. I can't wait for this anniversary. It's so close, guys. Like as the months progress further and we get new things and other stuff, it's really awesome. I can't wait for FGO's 3rd anniversary, and who knows, maybe I might do a special video for it. Like, we'll do a live stream. Hopefully they'll do a Chaldea broadcasting. It's been a while since they've done that one for America. Last time they did it really was last year for, I think it was for Reshigal, right? Like the Christmas in the Underworld event. So that was like, actually, did they do one this year? I think they might have done one this year. I forget. Maybe they might have done it for the Lost Belt, actually. Right, they might have done that for Lost Belt. I just forgot. But yeah, it would really be cool to see a Chaldea broadcast live stream or something like that for the anniversary, because JP's one was so damn awesome. And I seen people, FGO YouTubers and stuff look at it, and I'm like, that's a really grand event for just FGO. And it looks cool. So hopefully we get something like that in America or global, FGO global, whatever. Now that's it for all the North America news of FGO, which is pretty nice. I could technically talk about JP stuff and like the FGO Requiem stuff, but I have no knowledge of FGO Requiem. All I could really say is that the servers look sick and the event looks sick. So like when the time comes in America, then sure, it'll look awesome. But the welfare server looks cool. The freaking new 5-star foreigner, I'm just like, okay, well, you're not the only foreigner. Now we have a bunch of foreigners now. I think that makes Hokusai, Abby, How, I don't know her name, that person, MHXX, and then Voyager. So there's 5 not alter egos, foreigners now. Pretty cool. And then the Berserker Dino, who goes Gaiaka. So yeah, that's it for FGO Requiem, Fate Requiem, and JP stuff. The only other thing I want to mention in JP is that they got a freaking download campaign where they get to choose a free 5-star out of a pool, and basically what you had to do was to like train them in terms of ascension and then bond, and then you get to keep them permanently. If you don't do those conditions, then you lose them. But it's still a free 5-star, and that's a pretty good list if you ever look it up on the Wikia or Google or whatever. And it's a pretty cool thing to know, basically, in the future. Like, if I fuck up a roll, or like essentially I roll for someone and I'm like, oh, I missed them, but then they're gonna be coming out like later in in like this download campaign thing where we get to pick a free 5-star for our choice and then level them up and keep them permanently. So that's pretty cool. So that's something to look out for when that happens. But until then, yeah, it's just NA stuff. So hopefully that's it for now. At top of my head, I can think about things for FGO North America. It's been really great and actually really awesome talking about this stuff again in the FGL podcast. It's just been really slacking because I've been doing other things. I've been trying to do, I started basically a new mobile game, freaking Vanguard Zero. I play Persona 5 now when I have time. I've been slacking off in anime because I've been Netflix and chilling way too much, so I need to get back on that. And I just need to do a bunch of other things. However, one thing that I can guarantee to say for sure is that I still love FGO, and yes, I kind of been slacking on FGO videos, but that's because I am saving for a lot of things to record and do for the middle of the month and the end of the month. Like literally the beginning of this month, all kind of went downhill in my planning and my scheduling. Like, let me check a look at my schedule, because I literally make a schedule and like a thing for when events are supposed to happen and stuff. Like, literally, my whole schedule went to shit after Setsubun and Fujino. And then I'm just like, this whole period of saving and stuff, and I'm just like, nothing's going on too far right now. I could have probably like made some Fate Apocrypha stuff, but yeah, maybe some Anastasia stuff. Yeah, I kind of missed out on a few things, but I still been playing the game. I still love the game, and I'm still really excited for the future of this game. And hopefully I'll be back constantly now, and I won't be lazy, and I'll get my ass off to work and stuff for this thing. So yeah, guys, that's it for the FGO podcast video for May, and somewhat a little bit of June. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed, because this thing's getting crazy real soon. So yeah, guys, thank you for listening or watching, however you guys watch this thing. It's been a while since I edited it too, so, and let me know if you guys have any questions about anything we discussed in this podcast, like the events, the JP stuff, the servants, the whole other things and whatnot. And let me know how it's been going for you guys in terms of FGO and stuff. Like, yeah, we had a lot of stuff happen. We had the Lost Belt, we had the Apocrypha event. Maybe you guys got lucky in the Apocrypha thing. Let me know if you guys rolled anyone recently, or you guys level grailed someone, whatever. Let me know what's up with you guys in FGO currently, what you guys are excited for. If your guys' servant slots are full as fuck like mine, or you're QP hell like me and stuff, let me know how that's going for you guys in FGO, and let me know what you're excited for in the future. And hopefully I will see you all later in the next video. Guaranteed, I will literally see you when, depending, it's maybe if, like, maybe Gouda 3, but guaranteed you will see another FGO roll video for Summer 2 rerun for Maid Altar. So stay tuned for that, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Take care, and take care, fellow masters. Don't talk out. I have all the pieces and information I need for this case, but why can't I find the victim? Cut. But why can't I deduce? If we don't include the mortar, cut. Take two. If we take into account take four. The real culprit for the murder of the Kogetsukan was